Hidden away on a remote island, Blade has exiled himself from the world, seeking isolation from the horrors that haunt his mind. The island of Lupui is a desolate refuge, a place where the Daywalker battles more than just the physical remnants of his enemies. His greatest fight is now within. Every day is a brutal cycle of self-inflicted penance. His body is constantly in motion, training, crafting weapons, preparing for battles that may never come. But no amount of physical preparation can silence the guilt gnawing at him after his last deadly confrontation. Blade no longer fights vampires alone, he fights to redeem his soul. The peace of Blade's solitude is shattered when Damien, a member of a secret group known as the Spellguard, tracks him down. The Spellguard, an ancient order of sorcerers, has a mission for Blade. They seek his unparalleled skills to eliminate a dangerous threat, Pontious Van Helsing, a vampire who has begun experimenting on humans using dark, twisted magic. Damien offers Blade the task, seeing him as the only one capable of taking down this new leader of the vampire sect. But Blade is not easily swayed. Something about Damien feels off, and as the sorcerer attempts to influence him through magical persuasion, Blade's instincts take over. With a swift strike, Blade kills Damien, ending any possible manipulation. Yet despite his distrust, Blade cannot ignore the growing threat posed by Van Helsing. He takes up the mission not for the Spellguard, but for himself. This is his war, and he will fight it his way. Equipped with a magical dagger that allows him to locate his prey, Blade embarks on his new quest. As he tracks Van Helsing, the extent of the vampire's gruesome experiments becomes clear. This is no ordinary vampire threat. Van Helsing has delved into dark magic, merging it with his vampiric abilities to create horrors unlike anything Blade has ever encountered. Humans are being twisted into monstrous abominations, pawns in Van Helsing's terrifying game. Blade faces these grotesque creations alone, and the violence is as relentless as the vampire hunter himself. Blood splatters across every battle as Blade tears through his enemies with brutal precision. His attacks are not just fueled by vengeance, but by a deeper desire for redemption. Each vampire slain is one step closer to atoning for his past mistakes. But with each victory comes the realization that Van Helsing is waiting for him, pulling Blade deeper into a carefully laid trap. As Blade draws nearer to his final confrontation with Van Helsing, the weight of his journey presses down on him. He is not just fighting vampires anymore. He is fighting to reclaim his humanity, to prove to himself that he is more than the monster he hunts. Van Helsing represents the ultimate test, a battle that will decide whether Blade can ever escape the darkness that haunts him. In this brutal saga, Blade stands at the crossroads of redemption and damnation. Blade's latest journey is a brutal battle for his soul, but can he truly escape the darkness that haunts him? Don't miss out on this intense story of redemption, action, and survival. Subscribe for more epic breakdowns and stay tuned for the next thrilling chapter.